After days of hard and high negotiations and discussions, the 74th session of the United Nations General Assembly came to a close today. Thousands of delegates are now wrapping up their meetings to head back home. But one question remains: what legacy will the 74th session leave behind? In the last 5 days, the streets of New York have been unusually busy as thousands of delegates thronged the global financial capital for the week-long high-level segment of the United Nations General Assembly. President Uhuru Kenyatta led the Kenyan delegation, calling for more commitment towards climate action.
We need to introduce innovative financing models that reorient private capital, create new instruments and modalities that strengthen regulatory framework to de-risk investment.
UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres cautioned world leaders to take concrete steps to implement the sustainable goals, failure to which the world will fall short of achieving many of the laudable SDGs over the next decade.
The biggest cost is subsidizing a dying fossil fuel industry, building more and more coal power plants, and denying what is plain as day, that we are in a deep climate hole, and to get out, we must first stop digging.
A report on financing of the SDGs indicates that some $1.5 trillion is needed annually to fill the financing gap for the Sustainable Development Goals.
Enhancing private financial flows for SDGs would be greatly boosted if due attention is given to financial inclusion and financial deepening that can broaden the scope and depth of private sector participation.
Foreign Affairs Cabinet Secretary Monica Juma called for raising ambitions for development finance that will enable markets to grow, businesses to thrive, and people to live in dignity. Juma further told the meeting that Kenya will continue to lead the peace efforts while also partnering with the private sector to increase funding for SDGs.
Peace and security is at the cornerstone of Kenya's foreign policy. We are an anchor in our region in the search for peace and security because we believe deeply that peace and security is inextricably linked to our development aspirations.
As delegates retreat to accelerate the implementation of SDGs, there is consensus that the United Nations needs to develop a matrix to help the world to track the implementation of the 17 goals. From New York, I'm O'Brien Kimani.